Hello, YouTube. Today I wanted to go over my 50th game against Danya bot. I would say it's about 50th. And this is the second game that I'm posting up. And without further ado, let's get to part 2. E4, C5, knight C3, E6, F4, D5. Dubious E5, knight C6, knight F3, knight A6, H6. Bishop B5, bishop to D7, castles, bishop to E7, D3, castles, H3. So I wanted to play G4, G5 was my idea, and prevent this or limit the scope of the black's bishop. Knight F5, G5, or G4, dubious because of knight F to D4. We can look at the analysis here. Knight F to D4, and black maintains a edge with central control. Even after trades, C takes D, and black's going to be able to play on the C file with bishop takes C, but B takes C. Oh, wow. And black has a strong central control. Yeah, so I completely missed that as well. And that's not what happened in the game. What happened in the game was knight H5, or knight H4, knight takes knight, exclam, and bishop takes knight. And now not the immediate G4 to G5, but we take the knight first. Bishop takes knight, bishop takes knight, or bishop takes bishop, then G5. Now, after G5, we're looking to trap the bishop. Queen to B6 is a dubious move because of king to H2, which we'll go over in the game. Or we'll go over after I show you in the game that I lose. Because I got greedy and I thought, oh, Queen G4, it's just going to work after all the checks are gone. And I have a little bit of scope to be able to play. But what I do is I miss the key weak E2 square after all calculations. So we have to remember, people have to remember that bots are good at calculation for tactics. So we have C4, king to G1, king to H2 would have been better. As you can see, it would have been better, not best. Oh, it's a mistake, but it would have been better. I guess it's not as good. Yeah, it is as good, but it's a miss. Because D4 would have been best. So D4 would have held on to everything for me to be able to win the bishop again, because it would have been analysis-wise. Queen takes pawn, king to h2, king to g2, queen c5, then queen takes bishop, d4 check, king h2, and we're down a pawn. So we'll quickly get the pawn back, but that's if we want to ruin our pawn structure. So queen g4, c5, c4, king to g2, d4, knight e4, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, queen to c, or to b4, then bishop takes knight, pawn takes, and the missed move, queen to e2 check, which I knew I was losing, and I resigned after the next move. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the second game that I've decided to analyze against Danya bot with approximately 50 games played. My performance was a mere 2,000, it says, with Danya bot being 2450. Very sharp play by Danya bot. And we'll go over the analysis here with after queen to h2, or to b6, king to h2, pretty much whatever black plays, d4, knight e4, bishop takes, pawn takes, and if queen to b5 or b4, we play queen to g4. I believe is the correct move. Queen to c4, king to g1, and black is in trouble. He gets 2 pawns for the piece. But of course his passed pawn is just not going to be strong enough with adequate play, computer-like adequate play. So the next idea is queen to b4, king g1, queen to let's see, c4. Okay, and I believe queen to g4 again, and after c3 or any other type of move, it just quite doesn't work because the rook is defended, the bishop is hanging, and white is going to win the piece. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for viewing. I hope that you found this entertaining and interesting. I'm planning on, of course, trying to improve my games more, playing against bots, but bots can just be a real headache a lot of times because they don't make mistakes for the most part, and if they do make mistakes, they're really deep mistakes because you have to use the position against them. So once again, thanks so much for viewing. Have a wonderful day.